Today is February 12th, 2024. Okay. Oh, it started again today. So, idiots, and they fool these idiots every fucking day. And there's a fool born every minute. When they realize they're fooling them, then they give up because they realize how big a fool they made of them. And it's some hooker, some fucking prostitute, some fucking stripper, and a brother scamming people. Huh? It's two pimps and a prostitute scamming people. And then when you put it down to that, maybe I should have called the vice department of the police department. They know hooker scams and pimps, drug cartel scams. Scamming people on money because they have drug addictions. Trying to extort money out of people because they have drug addictions. And it's some stupid hooker, some stripper prostitute, and her brother and some other pimp. Think about that. So the FBI is going to say hooker scammed them and two pimps. You know, it just, that agent's face had been priceless. There's no way they could have fooled him. Absolutely none. None. You got to think, I call the FBI hotline. I have 4 attempts in my life, 2 documented by the Perry police. I have witnesses, actually, of the other ones. Okay? I have somebody impersonating me, costing me a job with a witness thereof. I have 3 witnesses in the phone, 3 witnesses in the mall of one of the church members saying that it was them. I have all this when I call the hotline. And that agent tells on me before I call him back. And then, on the recorded line, he badgers the hell out of me, opens up the informant thing, and then just leaves me out there. Now, I want you to think about that. His face had been priceless. Dave walks in scamming the FBI with his stripper prostitute girlfriend. Her brother dressed up as a retired judge. Nobody remembers because he's been retired so long. And another drug dealer dressed up as a doctor selling information. And Harold Strange, that cult leader, walking in and yelling she was a faker 15 years before. They had stalking tapes and sodium pentothal reports. They've been drugging me to get the truth out of me. Hello? To a bed. And they've been taping everybody in every room, including the bathrooms. They had a kiddie porn. He didn't arrest them. And as if he'd fall for that. Do you realize they tried to frame a Portage County judge for raping somebody a week ago Sunday? Okay? What would that have been, the 4th? Because today's the 12th. Go back 11. Yeah, it'd be like the 4th. February 4th, 24. Outside, in Alliance, outside of Texas Roadhouse. I was walking out of Kohl's. I think it was Officer Mark, one of the guys in my case. He's outside talking. I couldn't see him because it was dark, but I could hear his voice. And he said they got a hold of us. And we had found out that her ex-husband was having her drugged up so bad up there, they were drug beating, raping her. She didn't know what was happening to her. And they said it was some kind of retired judge breaking and raping people and part of the drug cartel, and we were all to stay out of it. They tried to frame a Portage County judge for raping people. Being in the drug cartel. It was just another drug dealer. They tried to frame a Portage County judge. They tried to frame Altman Hospital, saying their doctors are selling information on people. Huh? and that they're helping out in hate crimes, and it's another drug dealer impersonating them. See, that's where, when you look at the laws, none of this is funny. That's where that agent could not have fell for any of this. Nothing. Because, okay, the Fourth Amendment, the right of the people to be safe and secure within your own person, your places, your papers, and your facts against all unreasonable searches or seizures shall not be violated. What does it say about your home? It can't be violated. No searches, no seizures, but upon probable cause, warranted, you have to have court order, of the people, places, and things to be searched and seized. Now, to actually monitor you in your home, police and agencies can only be in a home under a threat of life with statements, because you have a right to remain quiet, a right to an attorney, and a right to a fair court trial, bail, and bond. You have a right to privacy. It's the United States of America, baby. It's called entrapment if police or agencies do it. Otherwise, they're stocking tapes. 4 years on Peking Tom tapes. So that agent's face, here I have all this on the hotline, and they think that that FBI is so stupid that they can walk into a federal building with a stripper prostitute, a hooker, her hooker's boyfriend, her pimp, dressed up as a retired judge trying to frame a Portage County judge, and some other drug dealer lying that he's some kind of doctor selling information, and Harold Strange trying to scam the FBI too, of she was faking she was sick 15 years before. Nobody would fall for that. It's like, how could you even keep a straight face with such a fiasco? It was a fiasco scene of people thinking that they can break in people's homes, drug them up, Photoshop them, and date rape drug them. And they can get away with that? His face had to be priceless, let alone admitting that they taped in every room, including bathrooms. They had kiddie porn. And that they had fake sodium pentothal reports, and they've been drugging me to get the truth out of me. Oh, if you said that he did all this to get the drug dealers. Yeah. Because I know a retired CIA agent. It's ridiculous they didn't get arrested the first day and you were taken care of. Because they should have been arrested the first day. FBI will sit on cases and see who pops up. My God, who popped up a fentanyl king? Think about it. Hundreds of human traffickers, they got off this. You know, last night they were bothering me again. Some stupid prostitute, another prostitute, and ladies, hanging up. Nobody wants to hear your hooker stunts and your little hooker scams. Oh, I talked to her kids. They were tired of her faking she was sick, so they didn't care what happened to her. You never talk to my kids, bitch. You never talk to them. Never, ever talk to them. You're fucking lying again. They would never have said that. It took me 9 months to get well. And that was 21 years ago. 21 years. 21 years ago. Probably older than you, little hooker. I had to work my ass off to get well. See, there's a full-born. Every minute you look at him and say, I don't want to hear your lies. I want to hear your fucking lies. You're nothing but a fucking hooker. And you're trying to pull a fucking hooker stunt. You and your pimps out drugging people up and photoshopping them. You think you're funny pulling your little hooker stunt, your little drug scams. Oh, I was in Target in Belden. Some kids walk around. They're like, none of this is funny. We all know she's a human trafficking victim that they were scamming. Exactly. Exactly. Like a week ago Sunday, too. I think it was that. I was in, where was I? Was it? May have been Kohl's. It's a week ago Sunday or a week ago Tuesday. Some guy was on the phone, and he's like, well, they always say take care of the tapes before. There's nothing to take care of. It doesn't count what they did to her. They weren't allowed in her home. She has nothing against her. They made it all up. But it's really not funny. They even had somebody impersonate a doctor. Huh? They announced that in Walmart 62 too this last week. And they announced it December 30th, 23 in Altman Hospital. I was sitting in the emergency room with someone. They're outside of my room. Some nurses are talking about it. We were all told no one's allowed to talk to these people. They lied and said some doctor from Altman Hospital was selling people's information and sharing it. The hospital could get sued. Or we could get shut down. And no one's ever back what those doctors said or did before. My God, they were even lying that she had brain tumors. All of them were lying and ripping her insurance off. Nobody's to back that. And no one's allowed to talk to these people. And they just had somebody impersonate a doctor. Some of the cops that watched me. All those doctors were lying on her before. He said, yeah, none of this is funny. It was medication errors that made her sick before. It was medical malpractice. They had somebody impersonate a doctor. The real law is if you're a doctor selling somebody's information and sharing it, okay, it is a 10-year federal sentence and a $250,000 fine. Your doctor is bound by HIPAA per his license, like attorneys, with the private privileges between you and your client, just like doctors with their license. They can never, ever, ever talk about you. They have license that they sign and have an oath over it. They go to jail for it. And if you impersonate a doctor, it's 1 to 10. So, like they said, it's not even funny. They had somebody impersonate a doctor. Oh, they were yelling it. After December 30th, they were yelling it in Belden Village by or Zales Jewelry. They're outside. What was that agent thinking? Huh? No doctor of hers could ever testify against her or work against her. We looked it up and it was just some guy impersonating a doctor. With HIPAA laws and the right to privacy, they could never say a word about her. It's just some guy impersonating a doctor. They're yelling in Belden. Huh? They said it out in Lyons. They said it in Walmart 62. They said it in Altman Hospital. Then yesterday, some fool fell for it again. It's like, stop being fucking fools. By some hooker pulling some kind of hooker stunt with her pants. Other people walked around me. We all know that it was a girl and that brother scamming everybody. Everybody knows it now. I'm going to upload this. But yeah, stop falling for the scams. Turn them in. It's a big drug scam. You know, I'm going to have to go ahead and upload this. But it's just a big drug scam. By that Michelle and her brother Alex impersonating a judge, trying to frame a Portage County judge. Huh? Trying to frame a Portage County judge? Oh, they were talking about it in Walmart 62 last week when I was in there. That they even, Judge Timothy Ludick actually even seen that guy dressed up as that other judge, and he didn't know what was going on. I found out they were letting people in the back telling everybody they were there to protect me as an FBI informant. Huh? And that judge didn't realize why they were in the back joking around. He was just laughing at him, but he seen him. So did the cops in the courthouse. And it is just Michelle's brother, Alex. That hooker's brother. Impersonating a judge, trying to frame a Portage County judge for rape. And they're trying to frame Altman Hospital for selling people's information and causing hate crimes. See, that's where no federal agent would ever fall for that. I'm going to upload this.